You're listening to a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.
MIVA action has begun in Muncie, Indiana as the Cardinals host Queens of North Carolina, located down in Charlotte, soon to be merged with Elon. Who knows if Queens Charlotte will exist next year? All we have is this year, and the Royals look to break a 7-match winning streak since this series began against Ball State. I'm Brayden Carroll, Max Gillie alongside. Max, this should be a fun day. Ball State 8-1 on the year, Queens 5-2, off to a great start. A team that was 10-20 last year. Now they had a very similar start in January of last season, went 7-3, but any improvement is good improvement, and this team looks much stronger.
I mean, this is a Queens program that really has not been around for that long. They've been a program in general since 2018, so they are always looking to kind of elevate their program because in the last few years they've really struggled in a highly competitive MIVA conference. They've made the tournament as an 8 seed the last 2 years, but I don't think they want to be having a fight as an 8 seed. They want to be coming into the tournament a lot higher. Now, that's a couple of months away. When we focus on this Queens team right now, you mentioned they have 5 wins. That's very good, but they have not played anyone ranked yet. So this is going to be the barometer, you could say. End up being a contender for the national championship in a couple of months as well. So this has not been an easy journey, but you listen to anyone from the coaching staff and they'll talk to you about just how good this team really has been playing right now. But it's conference time. Now's the time to really start showing how good you are.
Most certainly. We apologize for that audio disconnection, a little issue with our board, but this should be a fun game. Ball State heads into it just 1 loss on the season, that coming to #1 UCLA during that first point challenge at the campus of Grand Canyon. A 3-1 loss, but outside of that, this Cardinal team has looked dominant thus far. For Queens, headed by head coach Roger Peluso, announced as the head coach back in October, a previous associate head coach at George Mason, where they finished 16-13 last season. In fact, there are 2 former head coaches. He had a role as a head coach at Weber International and NAIA, but his assistant, Harris Boys, was the head coach at Thomas More for several seasons. So for Queens, this new head of leadership looks like it can lead a squad.
It's definitely an impressive squad, but it's going to be difficult for the fact that, hey, you get hired in October as well. So this is going to be an interesting one.
We'll take a quick break. This is SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
You're listening to Ball State Volleyball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive car dock maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paintwork on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
Sometimes it's not the moment. It's the moment before the moment. The moment you make a choice. The moment you take control. The moment only you can own. GameBridge lets you invest on your terms. So you're not only in charge of this moment, but all the moments to come. Start investing now.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
You're listening to Ball State Volleyball, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the arena.
And welcome back to Worthen Arena. Ball State Queens coming up in just a little bit. Fun match. Brayden Carroll, Max Gillie alongside. Max, you look at this Queens roster headed by really a star in Casey Moss. He's been great this year, 11th in the MIVA for kills per set out of conference. 3 matches with 10 or more kills. He's looking to be a leader only as a sophomore.
And that is just very impressive that he is having to step up this young in his career, but that just shows that really the skill that he's having, and you can only imagine by the time he becomes a senior just how good he's going to be for this Queens Royal squad.
And for Ball State, Patrick Rogers, straight up phenomenal thus far as well. 117 kills to start off the season. It's a 3-headed monster between Rogers, Ryan Lewis, and Lucas Machado that have just been breaking up set pieces.
And I want to focus a little bit on Patrick Rogers. You know, Dylan Budd tries to call him Captain America for a reason. He's already shown that he's one of the best volleyball players in the country. He represented Team USA, and he was also recently a nominee for the AVCA Collegiate Player of the Year. He's on the watch list, one of only 15 players across this entire country. So the fact that Ball State has a senior in Rogers that's being as highly regarded, it's just very impressive. But you mentioned that Machado and Ryan Lewis have been playing as well. The fact that Ryan Lewis had to wait last season behind Rajay, who was wonderful and is doing a great job playing professionally, you could tell last year that once he started getting those starting minutes and once he started getting that playing time, that he was going to be the real deal, and he's definitely proven it this season.
And Queens has a lot to prove here. Mentioned it, or last season this team finished 10-20, but started off 7-3. One of the big things that you notice with this Queens team, they don't play a difficult out-of-conference schedule. So now you're 5-2 heading into MIVA play. Went 2-14 last season in conference. How do you turn things around?
I think you're just going to have to really rely on players like Casey Moss to start getting some big kills. I mean, this is a tough test for Queens, sure, but now is the time. Can the Queens prove that they're for real? You can either show that, you know, you're a team that maybe had an easy non-conference like some folks could be thinking, but I think Queens needs to get out to a good, quick start early. If they can start getting some points on Ball State, I mean, this is obvious, but volleyball, it's a game of momentum. So if they can start having the momentum early, that's what Queens, I think, is going to be able to do and keep Ball State on their heels.
Looking at Queens' starting lineup, just going right down the list numbers-wise. Number 3, Nathan Voppel, a 6'6" senior from West Bend, Wisconsin. He'll be the middle hitter today. Number 11, Chance Champagne, the junior 6'2", Champagne, excuse me. 22 sets this year. He's the outside hitter from Illinois. Number 12, Casey Moss, the 6'2" sophomore outside hitter. Number 14, Chris Peters, a senior 6'4" outside hitter as well. Number 15, Caden Sauer, the 6'7" sophomore wearing number 15, and number 16, Reed Shuey, a senior 6'6" middle hitter. But last on the roster starting today that I want to mention, Charlie Podgurney, who is a redshirt junior 6'2" setter. He's only played 9 sets this season, didn't play against Charleston. Interesting choice to see him in the starting lineup here.
I think this is just trying to show that obviously this Queens team trusts him enough to give him a starting nod, but when you play a tough opponent like Ball State, you want to keep them on their heels, then that could be a way you do it. We're going to end up waiting and see if, you know, Charlie's for real, but this could be a very big opportunity for him. If he plays well here, you're going to see him for the rest of this season in MIVA play.
And for Ball State, the starting lineup, as usual so far this year. Number 3, Will Basilio, the sophomore 6'5" outside hitter. At libero, number 5, Adir Ben Shalouche, the 5'8" freshman. Number 9, Lucas Machado, the setter today, a 6'6" junior. Number 12, Jacob Soretti, a 6'6" junior as well. At the middle block, number 16, Ryan Lewis, the opposite sophomore hitter. Number 17, Victor Shear, a 5'11" senior libero. Number 19, Brayden Savitsky-Lind, middle blocker, opposite hitter. It looks like he's going to be lined up in the back end to start this off, 6'7", and then number 20, Patrick Rogers.
And I'm really excited to see what Will Basilio can bring as well, because we mentioned how impressive Ryan Lewis's freshman season was. Will Basilio was getting a lot of playing time last year as well, and he's definitely shown why throughout this year. So even though this is a team full of experience with guys like Patrick Rogers, I'm telling you, watch out for the young bucks in Will Basilio and Ryan Lewis.
The best stories in Ball State sports, our latest videos, and SportsLink program information can be found at ballstatesportslink.com. That's ballstatesportslink.com. And as we get ready here for first serve, Queens lines up on the right side. We're in the dark navy blue jerseys, navy blue bottoms, red numbering, white numbering, and white lettering on the back as it reads Queens. No nameplate on the back. And for Ball State, the all reds, both liberos wearing white. First serve goes to Queens. Here's the setup immediately to the far end with Patrick Rogers, and he'll get our first kill right down the pipe.
Patrick Rogers, such a very impressive player. He made that kill look so easy.
1-0 Ball State, just like that. Lucas Machado, the leader in assists this year for the Cardinals, to serve far side. Hard serve, just over the net, dug up by Moss. The attack from Queens over the triple block. Nice hit from Caden Sauer.
And this is one thing Ball State was not hoping for, was to let Queens have these easy opportunities. But here's the thing, the Royals, they need to take advantage.
Chance Champagne at the back end for Queens. 1-1 tie here in set one. Far end down the middle, dug up by Rogers. Machado, the set from the back end. Basilio, a nice dig on the Queens side. Free ball back to the Cardinals. Machado again for the assist. Another rejection. Here's Queens' turn to attack over the back line. Point goes to Ball State.
Just a little too much power there, given the easy point here for Ball State.
2-1 Cardinals. So Patrick Rogers, his accolades number ridiculousness. First in the MIVA for points, third for points per set. Second in the MIVA attacking percentage-wise and kill-wise, and he'll get a service ace. Just like that, 3-1 Cards.
And that is just exactly what Iandolo had drawn up on the playbook for the Cardinals.
His 16th service ace of the season. Stands at third in the MIVA for the ace category. Nice serve, nice setup by Queens, and beautiful up front from Reed Shuey.
And that was just perfection for the kill there. I mean, he just went up, boom, made it look easy.
3-2 Cards, Queens' turn to serve. The Royals from Charlotte, North Carolina, just in the suburbs, as here's Shuey's serve. Dug up by Rogers near side. Machado, another chance to set it up, and the kill down low, earned by Jacob Soretti.
And the big thing about Jacob, we haven't seen him since the Charleston game, so it's good to see him getting some playing time now.
4-2 Cardinals. Soretti on the back line to serve. Riverside, California native, hails from Orange Coast College, a 2-year transfer at the JUCO ranks. Queens receives. Chance far end, Sauer rejected. Cardinals work near side. Ryan Lewis to the sideline, out of bounds.
I think that's just the inexperience from Lewis. I mean, this is really the most playing time he's been getting right now, and that's just a little sophomore mistake from Lewis.
4-3 Cardinals. Queens serve, Chance Champagne on the back end. Over everybody's head for an error. So 5-3 Ball State. Ryan Lewis on the back end to serve this time. 6'9" sophomore lines up at the opposite slot. Last year academic All-MIVA. Right down the middle with a hard serve. Nice dig by Champagne. Queens works near side. Moss a strong spike. And it's a point for BSU out on the near side, excuse me.
That's just so frustrating when you're in the front row because you do everything right and it just curves a little too much.
6-3 Cards. Ryan Lewis to serve again near end. Down the middle once more. This time dug up by Moss. Free ball back over Basilio to Machado. Basilio soft touch met at the line. Back to the Cardinal side. Almost another meetup. Instead, a push right over from Savitsky Lind.
Right place, right time for BSL. He made that look very easy. That's a big highlight for him.
7-3 Cardinals. Lewis again as the sun rises. Hasn't been very sunny down in Muncie. In fact, it's snowing again to a lot of people's frustration. And to add to Ryan Lewis's frustration, a service error near corner.
I think that's his second service error he's had here today. You can tell he's starting to be frustrated, but he's just going to need to stay focused on the task at hand.
7-4 Cardinals. Queens turn to serve. Moss backside. And a service error, handshake, give you another service error. Back to the Cardinals, 8-4.
And with Moss, he just threw the ball up a lot higher than I think he was expecting, and that was a very difficult serve.
Now Will Basilio, not typically a server. He has 9 aces, though, this season. See, gets another, making double-digit service aces on the season. He's up to 10, 9-4, a diving dig attempt from Podgorny, an unusual start for him, wasn't there in time.
And I think that's just going to be an interesting watch back for Queens. They're not going to be nearly as happy as that probably should have gone out, but Queens just last touched it.
2 service aces early for the Cardinals. Will Basilio rises again. Down the middle, dug up. Queens near side. Over the triple block, dug on the back end. Nice job by Basilio. Lewis takes his turn, blocked by the Royals. That's Vapol.
This is a dangerous front row for Queens. If they're going to get a win here, it's going to come courtesy of those front 3.
So Vapol earns the block, earns a serve, 9-5 Cardinals. Dug up by Victor Shear as he comes into the game. Another block by Queens on Ryan Lewis's attempt.
And it looked like Champagne is the one who they give that block to, and I mean, rejected at the net.
9-6. Queens only down 3 now. Dug up again by Shear. Here's Machado. Fake the set. Sends it to the Queens side. Everybody ready for it. Another meetup at the net. Cards reset. Machado free balls. Now we get a real 3-hit chance for the Royals again. Working near side. Kill for Chance Champagne. 3 straight points for the Royals. It's 9-7 in set 1.
And it's that brick wall that is preventing Ball State from having any offense. I mean, Ball State's just going to hope they can hit it at the back row, which has been struggling.
Vapol, the senior, serves again. Dug up by Rogers. A chance up front, out of bounds off Savitsky Lind. 4 straight points for Queens.
And this is just Ball State giving these points essentially away to Queens here at this point. I mean, they were up by 5, and you blink, it's down to 1.
Ian Dolo on his feet, sideline, watching his squad. A 4-0 run for Queens. A chance for the Cardinals out of the serve. It's across the line again and out of bounds. This time, Patrick Rogers. Correction, they're going to say that everybody reacted as though that was out of bounds. Instead, it will be just barely within the near corner. And immediately, head coach Roger Peluso of the Royals wants a challenge, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, that looked like way too much power there from Rogers. And again, if you don't know, we are up high in about the near left corner of Worthen Arena. So we don't have the best view as the officials, but in our point of view, looked like it's just a little too much power. We will wait to see what the call is here. The fun part is being at Worthen Arena. we don't get to see the replays on the video board. They don't want to make sure that the crowd reaction can possibly interfere, so we'll find out just when everyone else does.
Well, we've got the time. Episode 1 just released of Next Point, SportsLink's latest follow documentary. Offers an in-depth look at the men's volleyball program, exploring the lives of players and coaches on and off the court. Directed by Josh Bobe, tune in the first week of each month, February through May, on YouTube at Ball State SportsLink. That's Ball State SportsLink on YouTube. Very exciting. Jude Kiefer, member of the SportsLink program, produced Together in the Fall, football follow doc, and here we are covering men's volleyball.
And it's produced by Josh Bobe, only a freshman as well. So very impressive to see what he's done in his young SportsLink career, as we've seen a lot of young players for Ball State stepping up here tonight as well.
And if you want to know how you can get involved in SportsLink, the best stories in Ball State sports, our latest videos, and SportsLink program information can be found at ballstatesportslink.com. That's ballstatesportslink.com. And no surprise, the challenge won by head coach Peluso. It will be Queens ball, and just like that, we're knotted up at 9.
And it's been that front row attack from Queens that's been deadly. You cannot overlook a 5-win Queens squad, that's for sure.
Valpole rises again, dug up by Shear. Up front, a chance for Savitsky. Lynn blocked hard by Reed Shuey, and off the ground on the Cardinals side, just like that. The Queens from Charlotte have a 10-9 lead.
And there was really no communication there from Ball State at all. There were multiple Cardinals trying to go for one ball.
Valpole serves, bounces off the net into Basilio's arms. Rogers far side, nice dig on the fly by the Royals. Chance near side, triple block. Cardinals operate. Rogers, another great dig by the Royals. Meet up at the net between Machado and Champagne. Goes to the Cardinals side, a whistle and a violation, a double touch by the Royals. It will be a point for Ball State after a long Queens run.
The big thing here, we will mention momentum until it gets annoying. But let's see, can the Cardinals start to have the momentum they had early on before that front row attack really made Worthen Arena silent?
10-10 tie, second tie of the first set. Brayden Savitsky, Lynn near side to serve. Across, down the middle, dug up by Strawbridge. High flying chance for Queens, and it's Strawbridge there.
And Ryan Lewis was just a step behind, trying to pancake it and keep it alive.
Assist goes to Reed Shuey. Strawbridge, 2 touches on 1 attack. And he gets the kill, 11-10 Queens. Now we get to see Podgorny. No service aces this year. He'll serve for Queens. Ball State recovers up front. Kill from Soretti.
Welcome back, Jake. I know he was definitely missed, and you can tell why. That was a good play.
Lucas Machado, unsurprisingly with the assists, leads this team over 300 assists through just 9 matches. And earns the service ace, kind of uncharacteristic of Queens. Everybody out of position, and there was no contest for that.
And again, it's just going back to Ball State needs to attack that back row. That's where they've been able to get some success.
Machado serves again, strong, this time dug by Strawbridge. Up front, near side, soft touch over from Shower. Recovered, Cards work far. Patrick Rogers gets the kill off the back line. 13-11 Ball State.
You can tell some frustration there from Strawbridge. He's the last one who touched it, giving the easy point to Ball State.
Lots of action in set 1. Machado serves again, catches nothing but the net. And in volleyball, that's not good. 13-12, Queens serve.
This has been a lot more back and forth than Ball State's typically used to. But, I mean, even though Queens was swept by Charleston, every set was within 2 points.
Chance Champagne along the back line. Serve down the middle, diving dig from Basilio. Ended up as a free ball right into Shuey's arms. He says, don't mind if I do. Strong kill, knotted at 13.
And that was just right place at the right time. Makes the easy point.
Champagne to serve once more for the Royals. Queens heads into this one, 5 wins, 2 losses out of conference. Dug up. Cards work. Hard hit by Patrick Rogers. A nice dig, but nobody there to recover on Queens, and that was Sauer with the last touch. Kill to Patrick Rogers.
And that is what has been costing Queens as of late, is those just little mistakes, giving Ball State easy back points.
Lead back to the Cardinals, 14-13 in set 1. Rogers serves. Strong hitter. Dug up back end Champagne. Far side, soft touch from Sauer. Over the double block for a kill. Basilio and Soretti were in position. That's great work by Sauer to get right through the defense.
And again, we keep harping on it, but a difficult front row from Queens.
A whistle before the serve.
It looked like it went over the line on the serve.
Don't see that often, but it brings the Cardinals to 15 and us to our first break. Cards lead 15-14 over Queens when we return. This is SportsLink Digital Radio presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
Looking for flawless awards, trophies, plaques, medals, or engraved keepsakes right here in Muncie? Head to Awards Plus, your hometown expert for over 25 years. Located at 301 West Main Street, they're the area's leading trophy shop, serving the Muncie and surrounding area. Awards Plus delivers top quality with attention to detail and fast, reliable service. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. Stop by or call 765-282-3511. Awards Plus, where the achievements take center stage. A proud partner of Ball State Athletics.
Welcome back to the MIVA action. Cards win the race to 15. Only a 1-point lead over Queens, 15-14 in set 1. It's been interesting so far. Cardinals with 3 service aces.
And you like the service aces. You hate to see those attacking errors, though. 6 for the Cardinals.
Ball State operates left to right. Jacob Soretti serves. Strong hit across, dug up by Champagne. Again with the near side. Queens loves going to that end. Strawbridge rejected. Basilio now, his spike. Dug up again, back end. Another one. Strawbridge. Blocked and out of bounds off of Queens.
And that's the first monster block that we have seen here today from Ball State. Starting to get Worthen into this thing.
16-14. You know, something about... I wish that Ball State's fans would get a little more excited. You know, you have the hand motion, but everybody just sits down. It's like, Speaking of, service error, Ball State.
And that's just these back and forth errors that have really kept this thing close, because it feels like Ball State should have a bigger lead, but errors keep giving points.
Ryan Lewis back into the action, service Queens. Dig from Rogers, he'll be the spiker as well. Dug far side Queens. Operation overhead, block Ball State, earning the point. A double block looked like Will Basilio was the main contributor.
And I told you, watch out for the young Canadian, Will Basilio. He's shown why he's been getting so much playing time since he started his Ball State career.
17-15 Cardinals. Ryan Lewis, service, dug up high in the air, has to be saved far end by Podgorny. Up front, sent back, blocked by Ball State, but out on the Cardinals side. Nobody there as that ball goes trickling towards the scores table. 17-15 now. Carson Strawbridge, the redshirt sophomore, coming off a 3-set game against Charleston. Didn't earn any kills on 2 attacks. He'll serve here and catches the net. 18-16 Ball State, serve back to the Cardinals. Will Basilio on the end. Has 2 straight matches with double-digit points, 5 of them this season. Soft serve. Nice diving dig by Champagne. Free balled over by Strawbridge. Lewis digs. Machado. Lewis. Savitsky-Lind, rather. And he gets the kill.
And I think I'd give about 1 more point from Queens before they end up taking a timeout.
And
they'll do it now.
Head coach Roger Peluso jumps the gun. We'll take a timeout alongside Queens. 19-16 Cards when we return. This is SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Today we have 2 very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Ooh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Ranked number 1 in the nation by the Broadcast Education Association. This is Ball State SportsLink with SportsLink Digital Radio.
Thanks, Rowan. 19-16 the score. Ball State leads amidst this Queens timeout. Max, what have you seen that's allowed the Cards to start inching towards an advantage? It was 10-10 at one point.
I think I've seen just a couple more errors from Queens for sure. A couple of those service errors, 4 of them they want to get back, but I told you Ball State needs to start trying to attack that back row. They started doing it, and that's when they started stacking some points.
Will Basilio at the back row as the server here. Left to right, bounces over the net. Queens up front. Valpole over the block with the kill.
It's now the second time where it feels like Ball State is just caught standing and watching.
Shearer really the only player who went diving there. 19-17 Ball State, but Queens serves. Nathan Valpole, 6'6" senior from Wisconsin. Serve, another dive by Shearer, this time it connects. Ryan Lewis earns a kill with a few bounces off the Royals. Nobody could dig that up.
And Lewis has been looking to have some positivity. It hasn't been exactly the game he was hoping for, so that could be the positive momentum Lewis was looking for.
2017 Ball State. What a slap by Brayden Savitsky-Lind on the serve. Free balled by Queens up front, dug up by Soretti. Soft touch from Patrick Rogers, far side, and again, Queens out of position. Rogers earns a kill.
This is not the time to start making those lapses in judgment.
Another timeout by head coach Roger Peluso. We'll keep it here for now. But Max, it's been the out of position situations. It's been really unreadiness from Queens that has cost them here in set 1. The service aces, the errors, the open spaces amidst play feels like self-inflicted wounds for the Royals.
I mean, we mentioned it, that it was 10-10 earlier in this game. You mentioned those self-inflicted wounds. That's the perfect way to describe it. I mean, it's now a 4-point game, and those are 4 surface errors that have been committed from Queens that had that not happened, we'd still be tied. And it's just, in this game of volleyball, it's just little things like that that can truly hurt you.
We'll talk about it a little bit later, but Queens has a lot to be ready for. This is very much a learning curve type of game because next up it's 5 straight ranked opponents, ending the series with the Cardinals tomorrow, and then it's Ohio State at home and Lewis for the 20th and 22nd of this month. A lot ahead of this Queens team, not the time to make mistakes. 21-17 Cardinals here in set 1. Brayden Savitsky-Lind serves. Hard slap dug up by the libero, Chris Peters, out of bounds. A service ace again, that's 4 in set 1.
And that is what Ball State was really hoping to do, to take advantage of these service aces, to just give them a little more breathing room.
BSL from Roscoe IL serves. Good slap, good dig from Strawbridge. Near side, just a pushover from Chance Champagne for the kill. Found some open room.
And it's that front row attack once again. Caught Ball State sleeping.
22-18. Queens needs a bit of a run here. 4 service errors so far. Can't afford one here, and I may have jinxed them. That's 5, another error.
Queens fans, that's Brayden Carroll. That's his fault, not Max
That's
Gillie.
Charlie Podgorny with the service error. Let's make it clear who touches the ball and who doesn't. 23-18, Lucas Machado serves. His is pure. Free balled over by the libero, Strawbridge. Across, and Queens can't recover. 24-18, we're at set point here in set 1.
And again, it's just another time when Queens is just caught staring and trying to figure out, well, who's supposed to try and get that dig?
Lucas Machado, hard serve. Diving dig by Queens. Up top, Chance Champagne. Double blocked by Rogers and Soretti, but out of bounds off the Cardinal arms.
Cardinals still hold that 5-point advantage, though. This is going to take perfection from Queens if they want to take a set against Ball State.
Brayden Skousen out there as the libero for Queens, down 24-19 in set 1. Chance Champagne, back line. His serves across, dug up by Shear. Machado, Rogers rises for the kill. 25-19, set 1 win as Ball State opens up MIVA play with a clean, crisp set. We'll be right back. SportsLink Digital Radio, Ball State Men's Volleyball, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paint work on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
Hey Cardinal fans, show your pride wherever you go with the Ball State Financial Debit Card, now featuring your favorite mascot, Charlie Cardinal. It's the perfect card for students, alumni, and lifelong fans, letting you show your Cardinal spirit with every purchase you make. And with Ball State Financial, you'll get all the convenience, security, and hometown service you deserve from people who love this community as much as you do. Explore the card in your hometown credit union at fcfcu.com/chirp. Ball State Financial, your hometown credit union.
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State Sports with SportsLink Digital.
Cards win. Set 1, 25-19 as the Royals look to pick up the pieces of a dirty set 1. I'm Brayden Carroll, Max Gillie alongside. Remember, it was tied up midway through this set, 10-10, 11-11, and then Ball State got the lead, didn't look back. Felt like things kind of fell apart for the Royals.
It just feels like the Royals were not used to having a back-and-forth matchup, and that's not been the case. I mean, when they just played Charleston, it was within 2 and 3 points every single set. So it just felt like they weren't necessarily as prepared as maybe the Queens coaching staff was hoping for them. But if we focus on what went well, you're asking? Well, it was that front row attack. We kept hearing, of course, from Podgorny, but, man, Champagne had a lot of big stops as well. He's the real deal.
Champagne, offense and defense, 2 blocks, 2 digs, 4 kills. Patrick Rogers leads the Cardinals thus far. 5 of 9. Good for a 44% attack rate. He's had a great start, 3 digs defensively. Great to see the 2 stars go at it. We just haven't really seen Casey Moss that much. He's only had 1 attack this entire game, and it was on an error.
And one thing I want to go back to is just every time I see Patrick Rogers get a kill, the power that he has, I mean, it echoes through Worthen Arena with some of those kills. That's a lot of power.
So Ball State exits the huddle. Queens lines up now on the left side, Ball State right end. Some final conversations between the coaching staff and the server for the Cardinals, Lucas Machado. Interesting to see for Queens, there's a few changes in the lineup. You have Podgorny starting, only had 9 sets before this. You also have Chris Peters, usually an outside hitter wearing the libero shirt today. Queens willing to switch it up in MIVA action. Here's Machado's serve to kick off set 2. Dug up by Chris Peters. Up front, big chance, big spike from Queens.
And Reed Shuey picking up where he left off there. That is only kill number 2, but that was probably his best.
The Gilbert, Arizona native gives the ball back to Queens. Chance Champagne to serve. Right down the middle, Shear with the diving save. Machado sets up Soretti, he gets the kill.
And precision with that kill there.
Knotted at 1-1. Patrick Rogers, the star Cardinal at the back line. Takes his time for a strong spike. Dug by Chris Peters. To the near side, Caden Sauer rejected. Cards chance to operate. High up set from Ryan Lewis, sent by Basilio to the Queens side. Some action at the net. Queens works. Far end, Mas can't earn his first kill. Now to the near side, off of the block. Another block from the Cardinals on Caden Sauer's attempt. Far side, Mas rejected. Cards operate. Blocked, tipped. Queens tries to save it. They're going to have to free ball it far off. 2 digs. Manages to get it over the net. Patrick Rogers from the back alley right up to the net for a K.
They're going to say he barely touched the line and went out. Ooh. I don't know if Ball State's going to try and challenge that at all, but what an impressive rally from Queens regardless.
Ooh, that was close off the video board. Surprised Coach Ian Dolo won't get a look at that. It'll be 2-1 Queens. The serve from Shuey. Up front, Rogers looks for vengeance, rejected by the Royals. A chance for Queens, sent back. Rogers digs. Machado sets near side. Up front, soft touch. Blocked by Queens again. Second try from Basilio, blocked again. Lewis digs. Machado to Rogers. This time, he gets the kill.
And you do not want to make Patrick Rogers mad because he will take advantage. That was a powerful kill.
Attempt after attempt. Finally it goes for PR. 2-2 Cards. Jacob Soretti to serve. Lasers it straight to the net. Service error, first of set number 2.
And in a back and forth battle, you cannot afford to be having these errors here if you're the Cardinals.
Caden Sauer, he'll serve for Queens. The Royals had 5 service errors in set 1, none this time. Basilio sets up Ryan Lewis. Savitsky Lind rather, dug up by Queens, sent back over. Lind with the set, Basilio near side. Great dig by Skousen. Queens will have to free ball it over. Set up top, right down the pipe with BSL for a K.
And he was able to paint the lines there in this near corner, and that was just executed very well.
3-3. Knotted up again. Ryan Lewis, the opposite hitter. Service line, bounces just over the rim, and it counts as a service ace. Nobody in position. Chris Peters, the libero, really the last one on the island who had a chance.
Service ace number 5 now for the Cardinals.
4-3 Ball State. Lewis serves again. From the service line, attack and defense is where Queens has struggled. Nice dig, nice kill. Nathan Vapol down the middle with everybody out of their positions. It looked like Shear was the last one with a chance.
And Ball State just caught watching.
4-4 tie. Casey Mass, high setup, short serve. Another error for Queens.
That was the story of set number one, was all those errors from Queens, essentially handing Ball State an easy path late.
So Basilio serves, 5-4 Cardinal lead here in set number 2, a 1-0 overall lead in the match. Nice dig, Nathan Vopol rises right at the net for a strong spike.
That's what Queens does so well, is that front row presence. It's going to come down to that. If Queens wants to get back, they have to start winning the battle of the net.
5-5 tie. The serve from Vopol barely gets over. Strong hit from Lucas Machado. Barely stays in along the near side for a kill.
And Ball State was shocked that that didn't end up being a service error. So good on Ball State to have the maturity to still keep playing.
Brayden Savitsky-Lind, he'll serve for the Cardinals. The junior from Roscoe, Illinois, started 27 matches last season. He's got 31 sets so far. Dug up by Queens. Right down the middle, Reed Shuey. He'll get a kill. Jacob Soretti didn't rise for that one up front.
That's a blink and you miss it type kill. I mean, it feels like he just barely had enough power, but he still got the kill.
Charlie Podgorny serves. Across, dug up by Patrick Rogers. Glancing shot from Lucas Machado, and nobody was ready for it. He's done that a few times. Everybody knows he's a setter. Sometimes he'll just poke that ball over and gets a kill there.
And that's just some good volleyball IQ there.
7-6 Ball State. Machado earns a kill, earns a serve. Across to the Queens side, dug up. Near side operation. Champagne rises, blocked by Patrick Rogers. Queens works once more. Over the double block from Sauer. Now Cards send it back. Will Basilio rejected. A chance up front, right over the double block by Chance Champagne, and this time it's good for a K.
And Ball State looked like they were going to have a big offensive moment courtesy of Will Basilio, but this Queens team really is not giving up quite yet. That's something that Roger Peluso's going to be happy with.
7 points apiece in set 2. Queens serve. Champagne down the middle, dug up by Shear. Machado, the setup near side. Ryan Lewis, no point there. We play on. Queens freeze balls it back over. Another chance for Lewis. This time it's down, and it's a kill. Barely stayed inside the boundaries along the far end.
And I don't know if it's luck or precision or a little bit of both there, but that was a good play from Lewis.
8-7 Ball State. Ryan Lewis will serve. Patrick Rogers will, excuse me. Soft serve over. Dug up by Moss. A chance up front by Shuey. Just got it past Jacob Soretti for a kill.
And once again, it's that middle blockers area of the court where Shuey's able to just take advantage and get another big-time stoppage.
Shuey's got 4 kills on 5 attacks, an 80% rate. Here's the serve from Jack Anderson, the redshirt freshman. It's an error. Ball State gets the lead right back, 9-8, and that has been killing Queens so far.
That's just so frustrating, you know, if you're a fan of Queens, because Queens has been looking good, but then they make those easy mistakes.
6'6" Soretti serves. Dug up with a dive by Champagne. Up front, a chance for Sauer, blocked. Cards operate. The setup, free-balled instead, and Vopol takes advantage. I don't think that was supposed to be free-balled. Maybe an awkward carom off the hands. It's going to be a point for Queens. We're tied at 9.
Cannot afford a service error if you're Queens.
Caden Sauer avoids it now. Shear digs. Machado, great block off Brayden Savitsky-Lind's attempt. A second chance for the Cardinals. A meet-up on the near side. Stays on the Cardinals' end. Basilio tries once more. over the block, touched by Queens, and it goes out of bounds for a Ball State point.
So we've just seen a lot of back and forth. So someone here is going to need to start to take advantage.
Basilio needed that, his first kill after 10 attempts, and it's 10-9 Ball State. The serve from Ryan Lewis, dug up by Champagne. Up front to the near side, great move by Casey Mass, and finally the Star Royal has himself a kill.
We've been waiting and waiting to see him contribute, and that's a good way, but now, said it last time, cannot afford a service error.
Point Queens, 10-10 tie in set 2. The serve from Mass goes over. Chance up front, Machado sets up. Savitsky Lynn blocked, back to the Cardinals. Ryan Lewis far side for a K.
And Lewis is incredibly lucky that Skousen was just caught off guard and then bounced right off of him, because that should have been an easy point for Queens.
11-10 Ball State in set 2. Will Basilio serves again. Across the net with a bounce, dug up by Champagne. He'll be the spiker too, and find Shear just out of position, inches away from the ball. That's a point for the Royals.
And Chance Champagne has really put this Queens squad on his back. He has played very well today.
The assist goes to Reed Shuey. It's 11-11. The serve from Vapol, dug up. All the way from the back alley, Ryan Lewis rises, and it was blocked by Queens. Didn't even look like it would go over. It's a point nonetheless for Queens. 12-11. The Royals have the lead back. Just like the first set in the middle portions, it's close. Dug up by Ball State. Patrick Rogers rises, gets a kill. And again, able to take advantage of Britton Skousen, a freshman on this team. Libero, defensive specialist. He's only played 22 sets, and they've gone to him plenty of times. 12-12, Brayden Savitsky Lind. The serve down the middle, dug up by Mass. To the near side, Sauer sends it. A save by the Cardinals. Chance to work, Ryan Lewis over the triple block, deflected by Queens, and it touches the ground on the Royals side.
And again, that's just wrong place, wrong time there for Chris Peters.
13-12, both liberos have struggled, Skousen and Peters. Savitsky Lind, service error that time. 13-13 tie.
And that's just frustrating for Cardinal fans here at Worthen Arena, because this is the time when Ball State needs to start piling on Queens.
Podgorny gives it a go, and his goes over. Over the back line, lead back to Ball State.
Just too much power there. It was looking like a really good serve. I thought it was going to be an ace, but like mentioned, too much power.
14-13 Ball State. Machado will take his turn. It's another service error. That one's too strong as well.
Well, if you enjoy back and forth volleyball, you are enjoying this battle right now. I don't think that's probably what Ball State was anticipating.
8 service errors from Queens, 6 for Ball State. So we are deadlocked at 14. It's become a battle of who can keep the ball within the boundaries. Chance Champagne will give it a go. And it's another service error. And I think that's a great time for the race to 15. I think both squads need a little bit of a break. That's 4 straight service errors?
I think so. I mean, just so much back and forth here. It's not been very pretty volleyball.
15-14 when we return. Cards with the lead in set 2 alongside a 1-0 set win. This is Ball State Sports Link Men's Volleyball presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Sometimes it's not the moment. It's the moment before the moment. The moment you make a choice. The moment you take control. The moment only you can own. GameBridge lets you invest on your terms. So you're not only in charge of this moment, but all the moments to come. Start investing now.
From trivia night at Brothers and Tater Tots at Roots.
Never miss a Ball State game with SportsLink Digital.
If you like service errors, which I hope you don't, then this might be the set for you. 15-14, Ball State with the lead after 4 straight service errors between both of these teams. I'm Brayden Carroll, Max Gillie alongside. You know, when MIVA action starts, you throw everything out of the window, and right now, both squads are just throwing the ball around, seeing what works.
I mean, this has been 15 combined service errors from this Queens and Ball State squad. That is not very pretty volleyball,
to say the least. I agree with you 100%. Patrick Rogers looks to end the drought. 15-14 cards. This one's over cleanly as we finally have a play. Champagne, the setup over to Caden Sauer. It's a kill. Will Basilio got a deflection, but touches the ground on Cardinals' end.
And it feels like we've seen Sauer a couple times looking like he was going to be able to get a point and just whiffs it. But that time he's able to score.
15-15 all. Reed Shuey serves along the far corner, and that is another service error. Probably the most evident service error of the match. I want to say 5 or 10 yards away from the back line.
Well, that made it easy for sure.
No coach's challenge necessary. 16-15 Cardinals. Soretti serves. This one's clean. Dug up again by Champagne. Up front, Champagne, a slow free ball off the setup from Sauer. Free ball back to the Cardinals. Sauer digs. A chance from Champagne. Blocked by Brayden Savitsky-Lind. Now that is a monster block.
And that is the best block I have seen tonight. There's your highlight moment, Ball State.
17-15. Cards have a bit of a cushion now. Soretti to serve. One of 2 matches going on today in MIVA action. Ohio State playing Northern Kentucky. We'll give you a score update after this. Queens wins the dig after the serve, sent back over. And an awkward carom. Last touch by Queens, out of bounds on the Cardinals' end. And that's a 3-0 run for Ball State. So taking a look as we have a quick timeout here. 18-15 the score here at Worthen Arena, but you go over to Northern Kentucky playing in their first MIVA game ever. Currently down on Ohio State in set number 2, 16-10. Lost set 1, 25-22. That's a close set for a team that's brand new to men's volleyball, their first year as a varsity program.
And I mean, that's a team as well that is mostly true freshmen as well. So Northern Kentucky, this is only game number 5. They've had to have a couple of their games postponed, and that is a tough opponent to come back and have to face after some unexpected time off.
You can kind of see, going back to this one, Max, the difference between the head coach philosophies. You have Mikey Andolo. There's no huddle here between the players on the floor. Instead, everybody's just preparing, especially the reserve players hitting the ball up during this timeout. But for Queens, you had Roger Peluso, his whole squad in a huddle during that timeout. You can see that the pressure is on Queens right now to clean things up.
I mean, it is difficult to come back from down 2-0 and having to get a reverse sweep against a Ball State team, especially here in Worthen.
Jacob Soretti serves. A 3-0 run by the Cardinals. Across the net, dug by Champagne down the middle. Up front, a strong spike by Vopol, and it's good for a kill to end the drought.
Well, the conversation with the head coach definitely worked. So now we'll see. Is Queens going to get yet another service error, or are they going to be able to start to muster some offense?
Caden Sauer, the 6'7 sophomore, serves down the pipe, dug up by Rogers. Machado, the setup to the near side with Basilio. He'll get a kill over the head of the Royals block.
And Will Basilio, this is only his 2nd kill, but he's still had a lot of great opportunities. They just weren't falling until now.
19-16 Cardinals. Ryan Lewis takes his turn up. High setup, strong serve. Boy, what a dig from Champagne. He's had to do it over 4 times. in just the last 5 points. Sent back to the Cardinal end, near side. Chance for Ryan Lewis on the far end, and blocked by Queens for a K.
Gotta give the credit there to Nathan Voppel, able to get a nice stop there, and he went to the joust this time.
18 blocks this season for Voppel. It's a huge point for Queens to keep this one close, 19-17. Mass serves, dug up by Shear. Near side, Basilio is blocked, but out of bounds along the back line, and Queens was the last one to touch it.
Yeah, that was Charlie Podgorny who was the guilty party there for Queens.
2017 Ball State in set number 2. Remember, they won set 1, 25-19. Here's Basilio's serve, this time to the near side, dug up by Mass. To the far end, Champagne over the triple block, dig from Ball State. Ryan Lewis will give it a go. Dug up by Sauer. High arcing serve, set rather, over to Champagne. He gets the kill with Shear just inches away. 2018, Ball State with the lead, but Queens a crucial turn to serve with Voppel at the back line. Soft touch over, Shear digs. Machado sets up Patrick Rogers. What a kill! A great dig by Voppel, but that ball was so strong off of his forearms that went flying out of everybody's reach.
And it's just that high volleyball IQ once again. And this is interesting. We're going to see Peter Zarowski to serve. This is his first appearance of the year.
The junior setter from Oak Park, Illinois, finally gets his turn out there. Dug up by Mass. Free ball, soft touch. Zarowski had the last chance and couldn't get there in time, just in the front alley. 21-19, that's a big point for Queens.
And that just kind of ties how many points were scored in set number 1. So Queens definitely a little more competitive here in set 2.
Zarowski comes back out. Here's the serve for Queens. Podgorny sends it over, dug up by the Cardinals to the near side. Rogers, soft touch over the triple block. And on the back line, no one was ready for Queens. That's a big loss, 22-19 Cards.
And just Patrick Rogers doing what Patrick Rogers does and making big plays.
Lucas Machado serves. 3-point lead, 3 points away from a set win. Dug up by Champagne. The setup from Podgorny. Touched over by Shuey. Here's the Cardinals free balling back to the Royals. Another soft touch by Queens. This time it's Sauer on the far side and barely kept that one in bounds with a diving Machado. Just milliseconds away from making a play, instead a kill.
And it's been interesting to see the strategy now from Queens is having those soft touches, because for a while they kept trying to get some spikes.
22-20. Queens with the serve, down 2. Champagne dug up by Will Basilio. Sent over. Nice kill, Patrick Rogers along the far side. He continues to operate. He's up to double-digit Ks.
And Champagne just wrong place, wrong time. It goes completely behind him.
Rogers serves. He has one ace so far, 23-20 Ball State in set 2. Grazes over the net, and it's worth a kill. A service ace, Connor Dell, for his first set of the match. Couldn't get a clean touch off the ball, and we are at set point. 24-20 Ball State. Chance to go up 2-0. Rogers, another strong serve. Too strong this time. It's an error.
And the story of this ball game is those errors, it's going to start to catch up to Ball State. That's something that they're going to really need to work on, especially for tomorrow's game.
Not the time for a service error if you're Queens. 10 so far in this match. Reed Shuey has to keep it clean, down 24-20 in set 2. He does so. Shears, Machado, sets up Basilio, and it's just out of bounds in the far corner.
And I liked the effort there, but again, just a little too much power from Basilio, sends it flying to our PA announcer, Steve Shondell.
Shuey another chance, 24-22, Cards lead. Soft serve, dug up by Rogers. Machado sets up Ryan Lewis. Great dig from Champagne, but nobody can touch it in time for Queens. In fact, it goes over the net for a Cardinal K. 25-22, 2-0 Cards into the break.
And that is courtesy of Ryan Lewis. He was struggling early on. He's only hitting at about 7% clip here today, and he's been looking to improve, and this is the way to do it.
Ball State looks to remain undefeated against Queens in series history. 7-0 all time, looking to make it 8 straight against the Royals of Queens University. We'll be right back. This is SportsLink Digital Radio, Ball State men's volleyball presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Together, we're all in it together. And I said it in my press conference, it's not just the players, it's not just the coaches, it's the administration, it's the trainers, it's the strength staff, it's the alumni coming back, it's the people in the community supporting our program.
Together to me is just moving as one cohesive unit.
I feel like I could just go back to our conditioning, our workouts together.
You're building a lifelong brotherhood with this team.
When I hear that word, it fires me up because I feel like it explains, football in a sense.
New episode of Together is out now.
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State Sports with SportsLink Digital.
Next Point, SportsLink's latest follow documentary, offers an in-depth look at the men's volleyball program, exploring the lives of players and coaches on and off the court. Directed by Josh Bobe, tune in the first week of each month, February through May, on YouTube at Ball State SportsLink. That's Ball State SportsLink on YouTube. So through 2 sets, Cards win 25-22 in the second one, 25-19 in the first. 2-0 lead overall. I'm Brayden Carroll, Max Gillie alongside. It's been an interesting game. Queens has kind of struggled with service errors, keeping the ball in. 16 total errors throughout this match, and you think about the implications of this one. Queens off to a strong start, have never beaten Ball State, had 3 sets, won in 2 matches last year against the Cardinals, and you're letting it slip away here on the road.
And this is a Queens team that I can tell that they are going to be a difficult team in the MIVA. I don't think they're going to necessarily be a backmarker anymore. They're a younger team where they've had to have a lot of their sophomores and freshmen step up for sure, but this is a Queens team that needs to get back to what they were doing well, which was getting those fights at the net. I mean, when it comes one-on-one at the net, Queens was winning multiple times, but 10 service errors has really been the big talking point of this ball game.
And a great start thus far from Patrick Rogers. 10 kills on 15 attacks, 2 service aces, 5 digs on the defensive end. He's done what he has all season, and that's be dominant on both sides.
And there's a reason why he was nominated as one of the AVCA Players of the Year, only one of 15 of those nominees. And as soon as he joined Ball State after his time at St. Francis in Brooklyn when the program, and I think every athletic program may have shut down there, but regardless, men's volleyball shuts down, he has found a home at Ball State.
January 27th, he was MIVA's Offensive Player of the Week, had 25 kills, 4 service aces in matches against Maryville and Charleston. He's on pace maybe to contend again for Offensive Player of the Week. We'll take a break before sending you into set 3. Queens has never won in Worthen. It's going to take a reverse sweep to do so today. This is Ball State Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Behind every strong hip and knee. Behind every strong shoulder.
Good catch.
Behind every strong team is our highly skilled team of experts in orthopedics. IU Health is the official healthcare and sports medicine provider of Ball State Athletics, and we're here to keep you moving. From acute injuries to chronic pain and conditions, go where the athletes go. Walk-in appointments for new injuries are available Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can always schedule a same-day or next-day appointment and wait from the comfort of your home. Visit iuhealth.org/MuncieOrtho to learn more.
You're listening to SportsLink Digital, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Your home for live Ball State sports.
Welcome back to Worthen Arena. 2-0 lead for the Cardinals through set 1 and 2. for Queens, 25 for Ball State in set 1, and a 25-22 victory in numero dos for your Cards. I'm Brayden Carroll, Max Gillie alongside. Max, what has to change here in set 3 for Queens to get the ball rolling?
Well, the easy answer is definitely avoiding those service errors. I mean, that was especially the issue during set number 1, but I think there just needs to be a little more communication from Queens, because there were multiple times early on, especially from the liberos, where it felt like they were just lost at sea almost on the court.
Ball State starts off on the left end, Queens right side. Here in set number 3. Brayden Savitsky-Lynn not going to start this set. Interesting look for the Cardinals as Jacob Soretti will be out there as the outside hitter.
Meanwhile, we just witnessed Nathan Voppel just completely lift up Britton Skousen. I mean, they're having fun, you can tell.
Senior lifting up freshman. Nevaupel is 6'6", Skousen's 5'10". Here's the serve from Queens to get things going in set 3. Dug up by Ball State. Ryan Lewis near side. Through the block with a kill. Ryan Lewis has 7 kills on 14 attacks so far. Would be 50% on the attack if it weren't for 5 errors. 1-0 Ball State. Lucas Machado serves. Strong serve, dug up awkwardly by Casey Moss, and Sauer has to go into the stands to save it. Free ball to the Cardinals' end. A chance for Ryan Lewis again, this time blocked, kept on the Queens side. A chance to the near end. Opportunity for Sauer rejected. Cards work again. Free balled by Will Basilio. Queens, a firm setup. A strong spike up front by Casey Mass. And Machado's dig goes flying backside for a K.
And I like the effort there from Machado. You can tell he was trying to keep it alive, but there was no way anyone was going to be able to stop that.
1-1, Queens knots it up. Chance Champagne, the junior, at the service line. Strong spike, dug by Basilio. Machado sets up Ryan Lewis. Nice dig from Skousen. Queens a chance again on the far end. Soft touch from Sauer over the double block. The response from Ball State. Will Basilio up front. How do you do? He'll get the point, 2-1.
And that is not really something we saw a lot from Ball State, was getting those battles at the net, because this Queens front line has been very difficult to get past.
Patrick Rogers sets up the serve. Over everybody's head and out of bounds.
And that's one thing we've seen a lot from Patrick Rogers, is his power today. And 9 times out of 10, that's helpful, but in the serves, not really.
See if we have another service error battle. Reed Shuey at the line for Queens, 2-2 tie in set 3. Just over the net with a graze. Rogers digs. Quick touch by Soretti over. Nobody's ready for Queens. A good kill. 3-2. Cards have the lead back.
And that's one thing Ball State's been doing really well, is just getting those quick kills and catching Queens off balance.
Soretti spins it across. Dug up by Chris Peters. Up front, over the double block. A nice point for Voppel. He'll get the kill. Weaving through Savitsky-Lind and Ryan Lewis.
And that was a powerful kill from Voppel. The question we keep talking about is, can Queens start to get some momentum?
Caden Sauer serves. Dug by Basilio, far side. Machado sets up Savitsky-Lind, blocked by Queens, and they'll get the point. Touched off the ground on the Cardinal side.
Nathan Voppel with a little finesse there to be getting that stop.
4-3 Queens. Sauer serves, dug up by Rogers. Machado sets up Savitsky-Lind again. Another dig by Queens. Scouser's there, a triple block on Casey Mass's attempt. Karam, Cardinals work. Ryan Lewis gets it over. Nice dig on the dive by Sauer. Another chance, another triple block by Ball State. Touches And it's a kill for Queens. It looked like Ball State may have touched the net there.
Yeah, that's seeming like they wanted to get the net violation there. So Queens has a 2-point lead now. We really haven't seen them lead by truly more than just a point.
Queens has to take advantage. Sauer serves up 5-3. Dug up by Shear. A chance far side for Basilio. Nice dig from Sauer. To the near side. Mass rejected. Another triple block. He'll try once more. Goes out of bounds along the near end. That's a point for Ball State. Really, that's one of the big reasons Moss hasn't been able to do much. Is you can see the defensive philosophy on him is to head up, double team, triple team, anything he sends. 5-4 Queens. Ryan Lewis serves. Dug by Mass. And goes out of bounds. In fact, touched the net pole on the near side. 5-5 tie. So Ryan Lewis will serve.
And that will be ace number 7 for the Cardinals. They only average about 2 a set.
Crazy that is compared to 0 service aces from Queens. Lewis serves, dug up, straight to the middle with Champagne. He'll get a kill. That's where Queens has been able to win. When Ball State isn't ready, a chance for the back line to step up and make some spikes like that. .65 Queens. Strawbridge checks into the action. A redshirt sophomore from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Led Queens with 313 kills last season. He's got 11 so far. Rogers digs the serve. Machado sets up Basilio. Two-handed push. Dug by Queens. Right back at you. A two-handed push from Champagne. The triple block says, you can't try that on us. That's a point for Ball State.
And got to give a lot of credit there to Brayden Savitsky-Lind. He was the man in the middle, able to prevent that point.
6-6 tie. Basilio's serve spins off the net for an error.
Ball State was hoping for a little help from the net to get over, but ultimately that serve really did not have much power at all.
Queens leads 7-6. A chance for Vopol. Softly serves it over to Basilio. Machado sets up Savitsky-Lind. Nice dig on the far side by Sauer. The set cross court to the near end. Champagne's dug up by Basilio. A two-handed shove from Patrick Rogers before the double block could crash in. That's a kill for Ball State.
And the just variety of ways Patrick Rogers is able to score is very impressive because he doesn't get the traditional kills and the traditional spikes. I mean, he shoved that ball down.
7-7. Savitsky-Lind serves for the Cardinals. Catches the net. Well, for all the service errors, there have been aces. Cards with 7 so far. Just got to ignore that 9 count on the error category. 8-7 Queens. Charlie Podgorny's chance to give it a go. Dug up by Basilio on the dive. Machado sets up Patrick Rogers' far end. Nice dig overhead from Podgorny. Another triple block from Champagne. Goes back to Queens. A chance for Shuey up front. He's blocked, sent down on the Queens end. I think that was Lucas Machado with the block, and he'll be the server. 8-8 tie in set number 3. Hard ball, dug up by Peters. Free ball right to Soretti, and he'll take advantage with a strong spike.
And it feels like we've been waiting to see Jacob being able to get a big stoppage there, and that was his biggest contribution we've seen today.
Timeout Queens. 9-8 Cards lead, a chance to sweep here in Game 1. This is SportsLink Digital Radio presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Your home for live Ball State sports, streaming right in your timeline.
This is Sports Link Digital.
Patrick Rogers leads the charge, 11 kills on 17 attacks, a 59% rate, as Ball State leads 9-8 over Queens in set number 3 with a 2-0 match advantage. Brayden Carroll, I'm getting my own name wrong. What's going on? Max Gillie alongside. Max, has been a struggle for Queens, but set 3 still close here.
Set 3's been probably the most impressive set we have really seen from Queens. They've been getting a chance to lead early, but Ball State, their biggest flaw has been those service errors. They're up to 10.
Machado will serve. Avoids the error himself. Nice dig from Strawbridge. A chance for Queens. Operating near end. Sauer over the double block. Dug up by Basilio. Machado, a high set. Ryan Lewis, a high spike over the block. And a great dig from Champagne. A meet-up at the net between Soretti and Shuey. Goes to the Cardinal end. Sent back. Nice dig from Podgorny. A chance up front. And a point for Queens as Ball State operated, looking for a block. It looked like somebody touched the net.
Yeah, that is just so frustrating because that front line was looking very impressive, but official deemed a little too much contact on the net.
Ryan Lewis went up for the block. It looked like he was the guilty party. 9-9 the tie. The serve from Champagne, nice dig from Shear. Patrick Rogers, a spinning spike, and it goes out of bounds wide left. Could have sworn that was touched by somebody on the Royals end, just the way that ball spun, but it will be a point for Queens. Looking at the video board, it does look like that both went out of bounds and avoided the triple block from the Royals. Good call by the officials. 10-9 Queens. The serve again from Champagne. Shear the dig once more. The setup from Satterfield to Rogers, and he wasn't in position. In fact, went over the net. Queens takes advantage with a kill. That was Carson Strawbridge ready.
That's a great job from Strawbridge, but meanwhile for Ball State, one of the rare times when it feels like they were just kind of caught standing and watching.
Satterfield's 9th set of the season. Another serve from Champagne. Queens up 2. Lewis looks for the kill. Nice dig on the dive from Champagne. Up front, an opportunity again for Strawbridge. Nice dig from Basilio back end. A chance for Queens once more off the free ball. And an awkward look from Champagne. Went high up in the air for the spike, and I don't think he caught the ball. And that will bring in a timeout again from head coach Beluso. He might end up challenging this, actually.
Yeah, he did end up challenging it. And, I mean, he was pretty confident that they needed to get a challenge there.
So 11-10 the score. This is an important point for Queens. Just knowing the trajectory of the first 2 sets, this is around the middle area where it's been close for the Royals. Anything you can get here to get a point would be more than beneficial.
So we are just going to have to rely on all the camera angles from the wonderful crew at Chirp Vision to see if they can help determine if that will indeed be Queens winning that challenge. Again, it was a really quick review, actually. It looks like they're already going to be making a decision. Let's find out.
And the decision is a coach challenge win for Roger Peluso. The point goes to Queens. So we're at 12-9. That's a 3-point cushion for the Royals.
And again, that's probably really the biggest lead that Queens has had. This has been a lot of back and forth, but if you're Queens, you got to be perfect from here on out.
Champagne serves. That's not perfect. Service error over the back line.
Well, that's been the story of this ball game, truly, has been those service errors. And it's really surprising because Champagne's done a good job so far for Queens here tonight, leads the team in kills, but that's a bad mistake.
Patrick Rogers was about to mention his 2 service aces, but he ends up with an error there. Both teams have 11 now. So it is 13-10 Queens.
Well, I can tell you that the serving error numbers has grown significantly on the season for both of these teams after today.
The only player with under 6 sets to come into the action, Roger Fredrickson serves. Up front, a block from Queens off of Basilio's attempt. A great kill from Vopel.
And that's what Vopel has done very well late in this game as well. Early on, we kept talking about Champaign having a lot of big stoppages. Same with Reed Shuey, but as of late, Nathan Vopel's been the player to watch.
He's got 6 kills on 8 attacks, 63%. Queens up 14-10, the service from Fredrickson. Across, sheer digs. Up front, Satterfield sets up Ryan Lewis near side, that's a kill. Right in front of the shins of Chance Champagne down the pipe.
And this is why Ryan Lewis was able to get a lot of playing time just last year. As he had the skill, he just needed to get his sea legs in him, and he struggled early on here today, but he's played very well in the third.
Will Patterson into the action. He's the server for Ball State. Sent over, up front to the near side, a block from Ball State, and a point as it goes, hits the ground, on the Queens end. 14-12. Ball State starting to inch back into set 3.
And I got to give credit there to the combination of Basilio and Savitsky Lynn. They made that impressive.
Patterson serves again. Dig from Chris Peters on his knees. Up front, Champagne, great dig on the Cardinal side. That's Rogers. Savitsky Lynn will have a go. Blocked back to the Cardinal end. Lynn sends it back to the Royals. A setup from Podgorny to Strawbridge. Another block from Ball State. Ryan Lewis will have a chance. Dug up on the backside from Champagne. Here's Sauer on the far end. He'll get the kill. A nice long rally, and Queens needed a win like that.
And that was Will Patterson who ended up being the last to touch it for Ball State. And this is continuing the show. This Queens team has a lot of fight. They're looking to make history. We mentioned it. They've never taken a set here in Muncie.
Caden Sauer serves. Across, dug up by Rogers. Up front, Satterfield sets up Savitsky Lynn for a K.
And if Ball State can keep getting kills like that, it's going to be over quickly. That was a lot of precision to be able to get a nice kill.
15-13 Queens. Ryan Lewis serves for Ball State. Dug up by Strawbridge. Up front, another chance for Sauer. A double block between Basilio and Savitsky Lynn. Great denial, great point.
And those two have really emerged as a dynamic duo here in the third. And they have had some big moments down late, and they're the reason why this is down to 1 point.
15-14, Lewis, the serve goes over the net. A chance again for Queens with Vopel, and he'll get a kill near side. 16-14. Carson Strawbridge, the redshirt sophomore. 2 service aces this season, lines up at the line here. Went high up in the air for that serve, just for it to hit the net.
Well, that's now service error number 7 on the year for Strawbridge.
And 11 service errors in this match alone for his squad. 16-15 Queens. Will Basilio serves for the Cardinals. Dug up by Champagne. Up front. Set up from Podgorny. Sauer can't get it over the Cardinals. A dig. Patrick Rogers gives it a go and earns a K. We are knotted up at 16.
And if you need someone to answer the call, it's been Patrick Rogers. Another big moment.
Up to 12 kills, in this match. 16 all, Will Basilio serves. Dug by Strawbridge, up front, high arcing spike from Vopel, over the block, and out of bounds for a Cardinal point. Ball State has the lead.
Cardinals have to take advantage here of that free opportunity gifted to them.
Basilio serves again, 17-16 in set 3, 2-0 lead overall for Ball State. Dug up, a chance again for Strawbridge. This time he'll be the attacker. Blocked by Savitsky-Lind. Another chance, double block again. Savitsky-Lind is all over the place. He'll go for a block again on Champagne. This time it goes over and touches the ground. Man, that took everything from Queens. Savitsky-Lind flying around, but it is a point and a tie.
So impressed by the effort there from Savitsky-Lind. I mean, he is the definition of a middle blocker.
Vopel serves. And another untimely error. This one's too strong again. 18-17 Ball State in set 3. That brings in Tyler Wentz, the freshman. His 13th set of the season. As he comes into the action. Checks in for Brayden Savitsky-Lind as the server here. Dug up by Strawbridge. Champagne near side. Great dig, free balled essentially by Wentz. And a quick kill up front by Reed Shuey.
Well, I don't quite understand why we're having these substitutions for Ball State for maybe just a single play, but we'll see if that can maybe help Griffin Satterfield.
18 all in set 3. Dug by Basilio. Satterfield. Rogers, how do you do? Big time K over the block. Reed Shuey could do nothing there. 19-18 cards.
And you got to give the assist there to Griffin Satterfield. He made that easy for the Cardinals to take advantage.
Griffin Satterfield will serve. 19-18 in set 3. Big point here. Dug up by Chris Peters. Another chance near side. This time it's Caden Sauer, and he is blocked by Brayden Savitsky-Lind.
Now's the time for Queens. You gotta be very careful for the rest of this game.
2018, timeout again from head coach Roger Peluso. We'll be right back for the finality. 2-0 lead overall for your Cardinals. This is Ball State Sports Link Digital Radio presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink.
Welcome back to the action. 2018 in set number 3, cards 1, 1, and 2. So this is a huge turn for the Cardinals to try and take this one with a sweep. I'm Brayden Carroll, Max Gillie alongside. A quick update around the MIVA as Ohio State, they look to get a sweep of their own up 2-0, 21-14 in set 3 over Northern Kentucky. So we could have 2 sweeps here today.
And that is just a tough way for NKU to welcome themselves into the MIVA.
The serve out of the timeout from Griffin Satterfield. Dug up on the back end from Strawbridge. Here's a chance for Shuey up front. He gets a kill. A hard bounce to the far side of the Cardinal end.
We talked about him so much in sets 1 and sets 2, but he's been radio silent in set 3, so that's a good job by Queens coming out of the break to have Shuey really step up.
Connor Dell checks in for Carson Strawbridge. Royals set up. Chance Champagne the serve. Down 2019 in set 3. Dug by Shear. Satterfield sets up. Will Patterson. High flying serve. High flying spike. 21-19 Ball State. Patrick Rogers. Big serve here to try and take a 3-point lead. Make it 3 points away from a win. Dug by Champagne. Up front, Reed Shuey with authority.
Reed Shuey is not going to give up at all for Queens. He wants to avoid the sweep, and he has a chance to get an ace here.
21-20 cards. The Shuey serve, it's an error. Barely goes across the line. 22-20.
error number 14 now from Queens.
Will Patterson serves. Cards have 11 service errors. Soft touch over. Oh, this might end up as an ace. A diving save from Connor Dell. And no one gets there in time for Queens. Everybody unready for Will Patterson's power. 23-20.
So I guess they nearly collided with a camera operator there.
Oh, yeah. Connor Dell went diving into a handheld. Luckily, everybody's okay. Back to the action, 23-20. Will Patterson, chance to make this match point. Soft touch at the service line, dug by Champagne. Up front, another opportunity. This time, Podgorny is rejected. Basilio with the dig. Ryan Lewis on the near side. That ball grazes around the net, ends up all the way from near to far end, and how could you be ready for that? We are at match point.
That was just pure luck right there from Lewis.
24-20. Chance to win. Will Patterson, service error.
Well, that's service error number 12 now for the Cardinals as well. If you keep track at home, 26 combined service errors.
It's been messy, but Cardinals just one away. The serve from Sauer, dug by Rogers. High setup from Basilio to Lewis. A dig for the Royals. To the near side. Strawbridge, he'll get a kill. Shear and Rogers, the closest Cardinals. No one in there in time. 24-22. Don't count Queens out yet. Big time serve from Sauer, and it's an error. A characteristic, quite anticlimactic end, but the Cards earn a sweep in match 1 versus Queens. 25-22 in set 3, and a 3-0 final.
Wow. This was I am very impressed by this Queens team, because this is a Ball State team that's looked really good, but you hate to see all those errors, really from both teams. That's the biggest takeaway I have. Good win for the Cardinals. Feel confident. Obviously, Reed Shuey is a great middle blocker for Queens, but man, service error after service error really helped give the Cards this win.
13 kills for Patrick Rogers on 21 attacks. 2 service aces, 6 digs. A great showing from him. And then, of course, Lucas Machado leads in assists with 26 and 5 digs. Max, any final thoughts before we sign off?
I would just like to say that this is a Queens team that don't be surprised if they can start to get some upsets. Once they get, again, they're a young team, so truly once they start to get more experience and get used to playing in MIVA action, I mean, they're going to be a tough team to watch. But meanwhile, for Ball State, very impressive performance. And Patrick Rogers played well. Ryan Lewis, I'm really impressed with, and here's why. He had 5 errors early on in this game, and you could tell that he was frustrated. You could tell he was annoyed, but he kept his head in the game, and he was able to get some big-time kills. That's what you want to see, especially from a guy who's only a sophomore.
Great showing from the Cardinals. A 3-0 set sweep over Queens. Ball State starts off 9-1. Queens falls to 5-2. Ball State 1-0 to continue MIVA play. Next up, tomorrow against Queens again. Then, of course, 4 matches, actually 6 straight matches, no series, all against individual opponents. Number 13, McKendree comes to Worthen on the 12th, then Lindenwood on the 13th. They're ranked number 18. And then on the road against number 12, Ohio State on the 19th. For Queens, 1 more match against the Cardinals, and then it's a series against the Buckeyes on the 13th and 15th of this month. I'm Brayden Carroll, Max Gillie alongside. Thank you for joining in here on SportsLink Digital Radio. Again, your final score, Ball State 3, Queens nothing.
This has been a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.